I don't have your little... There you all are. Out of me. Wake up with our hair and bodies tangled in a kingdom that will never know our names. Our breath will be a fire that is burning, and I'll miss you 'cause we're born from love and flame. So look at me and know we are each other. Smile 'cause it's the most that you can give. If I die tomorrow, find another, and I promise that I'll love you while I live. We hold tight 'cause our planet is spinning so fast that it blurs what we see, and I can't help but live for the light that stumbles out of me. We are a moment that will never be repeated. We are a song that will never have an end. Let us laugh at our life so completed, and all the miles between now and then. Yeah. And we will find what we need from the mountain. We will soar on the air and we breathe, and I can't help but live for the light that stumbles out of me. Dreams are just a game. Grace is just a sweat of the endeavor. The lesson is that we are all the same. You hear the crows? The crows. The ravens? You hear the ravens back there? They're taking over. They're taking over the gulch. I've been feeding them too many mice. It's a problem. I'm upsetting the delicate balance. It is good to see you all. Woo! Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting gathering for me. Because, and you all do, there are so many things that you all do in so many ways to show how much you care about this community, about the music, about me, and I am constantly overwhelmed by that. This, what I'm going to share with you today, may kind of take the cake, and I can't wait. It's something. It's really something created for all of you, and that's what I think makes it so cool. I know I'm being very mysterious, but I'm gonna fill you in very shortly. There will be more. There will be more talking on today's gathering than usual. I hope that's okay, because I think the stuff that we're going to be talking about is going to be really fun, especially for those of you who've been gathering with us for many nights. You all have such good questions, such good insights about the music, and this will this gathering tonight is meant for you. How about another song or two first, though? Huh? You're sweet like a melon, sly like a felon. I've been attending nights all night. Oh, this party's slowing. How about going on a walk with me outside? Stars are out. It's a perfect sky. What if we only live tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time. Okay, let's play one more song, and then we'll bring my friend Mark on board. I'm excited for y'all to meet him. I love you, two of a kind. I will never understand your beautiful, changing, complex mind. Patience, empathy, strength to last. What we think we believe. All I know are snakes and snakes. You're full of grace, fairy tales. Dancing in circles around this world. As I speak, boy, you speak, girl. You speak, girl. Black and white, joy and pain. Times we fight and make up again. Late in the night with your body pressed up next to mine. Mysteries we solve, discoveries we find. All I know are not snakes and snakes. You're full of grace, fairy tale. Dancing in circles around this world. As I speak, boy, you speak, girl. Sounds something like hey on the hill. Sounds no, no. And that sounds something like hey on the hill. Sounds something like no, no. All I know are snakes and snakes, full of grace, fairy tales. In circles around this world. As I speak, boy, you speak, girl. All I know are snakes and snakes, full of grace and fairy tales. Dancing in circles around this world. As I speak, boy, and you speak, girl. I spoke, girl. I wish that I spoke, girl. That I spoke, girl. I'm married now. It really come in handy at this point. I feel like I should have read the manuscript or something like that. There's gotta be. But I just speak, boy. I just speak, boy. I just speak. I speak, boy. You speak, girl. Okay. That was fun. It's funny, we have like you know, we're such an underground grassroots band, right? So, I mean, the idea that we have, we joke, like we have, you know, we call them like A-list or B-list, but sometimes we refer to our A-list songs, like the ones that our fans really love, as our hit songs, right? So I thought I'd play some hits to start off our gathering today. But you know, and there are some fans, right, that you just heard some of the hits. They learned about some of the hits, and they came on board, right? And what I think has kind of happened throughout this series for so many people, and really, I mean, it's a continuation of something that's happened throughout the 20 years that I've been sharing music with people, that one by one, and really for many, many years, it was literally one by one, right? A person would come on board and they'd find out about a song that they liked or something, and then they'd slowly dig in, right? They would come, they would hang out, they'd come to a show. There'd only be a few people at the show, and we'd all be hanging out, having beers afterwards, right? We would just get to know each other over the years, where they would dig deep into all of the songs that I was writing, that I would share live, that aren't recorded, right? And I think that there are people that have experienced the depth of that community before this gathering series started, and they have become such an impactful engine for everything that we are doing together as a community. And a lot of y'all know who you are out there, right? And there are a couple, right? There were a couple people that I've mentioned a lot, right? Like Supergirl, my first fan, and now my friend. And not only does she contribute by being such a leader on our little chat board, right? But she's created this database of all the songs that I share each night. Derek Smith, who created our fan page on Facebook, right? And manages it, and is an amazing leader for that community every single day. Well, you know, one thing is that you all, I try to remember, and we all forget sometimes, is that those of us that are very active on this chat board actually make up a very low percentage of the gatherers. There are a lot of gatherers and impactful members of this community who oftentimes just decide not to be active and talking, decide to be listeners, decide to watch after the fact. And my friend Mark is one of those guys. He has been listening to. He will know this, actually. He will know this because he will know exactly how many years he's been listening to my music, because his son Evan was born right around the time that he saw me for the first time, and his son Evan now is bigger than he is. But he has been involved in such a grassroots way over the years. For a while, he was helping manage our website. His wife, Chris, helped us design, and I don't know if you all, not a lot of you gatherers will know this, but the album View from the Root had a first version that came out with a different cover on it. Really cool cover, actually, and Chris was the one that designed that cover. So they've been helping out in all sorts of ways for years and years. But what Mark has done, his latest Adam Ezra Group project, outshines everything, and I'm really excited to share that with you tonight with Mark. First, I'm gonna give Mark a call, and we're gonna chat a little bit. And before I call him, I want to invite you all to check out some of Mark's music. He's a musician, and his band is called A Simple Complex. Now, this music is not for the meek and the mild. It is not for the folky. It is for the rockers. You rockers out there that like to tear it up and like some heavy distortion. And it's great music. I've been listening to his music for years now, since as long as I've known Mark. Okay, let's call him up. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. I'm probably gonna screw this up. It's been a while since we've done a little Skyping on here. Woo! Hey!
Okay, let's call him.
That is not Mark. That's Mark. Yes, there you are. Can I hear you yet? Say something.
Hello.
Okay, I can't hear you yet. and I can't remember. Oh, talk again.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Here we
Yes,
are.
there you are.
All right.
And it's good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
It's so, you know what I love? I love that. I love that there's no right way and wrong way to be a part of this community, and there are so many people that are active in so many different ways, and I love the uniqueness of you, not only as a human being and as a musician, but also as a way that you enjoy contributing to what we're doing, and we're going to be talking about that a lot. But first, I was telling them a little bit that you've been listening for a long time, and I couldn't figure out exactly how long.
Well, I always know exactly how long I've been listening to you because, well, it was July 2005, and my wife was very pregnant at the time, and her sister's wedding was a few weeks away, so she was even more anxious for our son to come in and join us, so to speak. So, because well, she needed to get fitted for her wedding dress, of course, and all that. But we went out for Mexican food, as you're supposed to do. That's 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 what we're told.
Right.
And that happened to be the same day that there's an annual fair that happens in Concord, New Hampshire, called Market Days, where all the stores along Main Street bring their gear out onto the street. And then there are performers and there's things for the kids to do and so on and so forth. And we're walking around shopping and so on. And we can hear music and we go up to the stage and we're listening and going. And I turned to her and I say, I really like this. And she says, I was thinking the same thing. So we walked over to the merch person, who was named Marianne, if I remember right.
Marianne.
Yeah, and bought a CD. And then about 5 hours after that, I was driving her to the hospital, and my son was born the next day. So I've known your music one day longer than my son's been alive.
We helped shock the birth, man. Shock the birth.
Was it the Mexican or was it the music?
No, it's way more impactful than spicy food. That's so great, man. So that was 2005. So we were we were like a little baby band at that point. And but since then, I don't know how many shows that you've been to, but it's been many, many. And for a while, every once in a while, I would sneak up to Rochester, New Hampshire, where was it your cousin?
My cousin.
Yeah, that's right. Owned a bar, and we would Jackie, my fiddle player at the time, Jackie Damsky, by the way, you all should, especially if you're in the Boston area, you should look up Jackie Damsky. She is always playing awesome fiddle with awesome groups. Really cool musician and artist and friend. But Jackie and I would sneak up and we would play like all night. Mark would come up and play with us, and then we would whoever was at the bar, we would make play with us. Those were really good memories, man.
Great times.
Yeah. Okay, so I have not told anyone about your project yet, and so I think it would be great. I think now's the time, man. And I know you're gonna. There's a video. Mark has made a video with kind of like a tutorial showing you kind of a roadmap into this project. But if you could just sum it up in a quick nutshell before, just to introduce the video, Mark. Tell the gatherers what you've been working on.
So, like you said, I've been going to shows for quite a while, and as a songwriter myself, I get a lot out of music. A lot of people, it'll just be background noise, but I think a lot of gatherers feel the way we do, and that song really can move you, and it can really even shape who you are, and it can shape your outlook on life, and you can really feel like you've got a friend, even just in the song and the person that wrote it. So I've always gone very deep into the meaning of a song and what inspired that song. And a lot of times when I would go to these shows, and like you said, I've seen you play in front of 500, I've seen you play in front of 15, and you would always share stories of these songs. And sometimes I would go home and I would just take a note. Oh, Adam said this song was written about such and such. so on. Or you'd play a new song, and it would really move me. Like the first time I ever saw you play "Okay" by You, and like my eyes were welling up. It was just, it hit me so hard. So whenever you would talk about a song, I would take a note. Well, this project has a lot to do with that kind of concept of really digging into the music and understanding it and being a community that comes together that gets something out of the music more than just background noise.
I love it. That's a great introduction. Let's play the video. What do you think, bud? All right. There it is.
Hey, fellow gatherers, it's Mark, one of Adam's many fans, been a fan for a while, and I want to take you on a brief tour of Genius.com. It's a lyrics website, but it offers a whole lot more than just lyrics. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to really dig into the massive collection of information that's been brought together about the Adam Ezra Group, its history, its music, and so much more. So the first thing that you want to do is open up a web browser, and you want to go to Genius.com. Now, at the top left, you'll see that there's a search window, and you can start typing in any band name here, and you'll see that it comes up, their songs, the artist, even some of their albums and so forth. And we're going to start with Adam Ezra Group. So I type that in, and I click on Adam Ezra Group, and we're brought to their page. You can see that their songs are listed here on the right, along with their albums. And on the left, you'll see that there is an extensive history, a biography about the band. And you may want to make yourself a sandwich because there's a lot of information that's been pulled together to write a very comprehensive biography about this band that we love so much. And even better, if you want to dig in further, you simply find these blue words and highlight on them, and you click them. And that's going to take you to any sources, any articles where that information was gotten from, and you can go down as far as you'd like into that rabbit hole there and have a lot of fun. So we also have a separate profile simply for Adam Ezra himself as a solo artist. So we come down to artists and we click on Adam Ezra, and you will see a very similar layout. On the right, here are some of the songs from the solo albums, all of his solo albums, and another extensive biography. Something to enjoy and really dig into. And now I'm going to show you some of the lyrics. But it's more than just lyrics. If I click here on Show All Songs, I can do a search through all of his songs. And if I were to choose a song like A Ballad of Ray Thomas, click on it, you'll see that on the left side, some of the lyrics are highlighted. And if you click on any of the lyrics, you'll see that there has been information about that specific lyric detailed. You can dig into it. You can see that sometimes a video has been brought in, and you can hear Adam actually explain about the song itself. If you click here on this line, and at Fitzy's in town, where us locals do dwell, you'll see that there's a little background information on what he's talking about when he says Fitzy's, for example. Fitzy's and the Gandy Dancer is now the Iron Horse Bar and Grill. And here's a picture of the bar he's talking about in Cookstown, Ontario. So when you see any of these annotated lyrics, just click, dig in, and you'll learn a lot. And believe me, it's a lot of fun. I've been doing it myself for quite a while now. Also, when you don't have any lyrics selected, you'll see that there's a biography written specifically for the song. This is going to tell you the history of the song, any information about the song that we could get, and then anything that Adam has said specifically about the song. You may also find things in here from people who produced the album, for example, talking about the song. You may find things from guest artists and so on. You can see that under that, you may even find other questions that have been asked and answered. And you can ask a question here, and someone may be able to answer it. Now, moving right along, you'll see that if you click on the album, you'll get information specifically about the album. Here's a little story about Adam's debut album, what he wrote it about, where he was, quotes that he said from articles going all the way back to 2004. And if you click, as long as that website still exists, you will get to actually see where that quote came from and read a little bit more if you'd like about it. So you can dig real deep here, and these songs that you've been listening to for a long time and Adam's been talking about during the gathering, this is a collection of that information brought together in one place, going back as far as we could find. This is an interview from 2004, which is still on the internet. Let me give you another example here. If we go to, where's another good one? I'm going to go to Let Your Hair Down. So I can just type Adam Ezra group, Let Your Hair Down. And here you'll see, again, the song, information about who helped him write it. This song, money was given to charity. The music video is discussed. We can talk about how it won Song of the Year. You can see explanations of the lyrics. And something very special here. Whenever you see these green lines, that is exclusive information written by Adam himself on the website, talking specifically about those lyrics, what was in his head, what he was thinking about, what inspired those lyrics, background stories that go back all the way to probably the early 2000s. So a lot of exclusive content on here that I think you're going to find very interesting. And now he's got over 130 songs he's recorded in the studio. 100 of them have content on it, as you're seeing here in the lyrics. And you're seeing here with the song biography, with things that he has said about the song and so forth. So it's just a lot of content waiting for you to dig in, have fun. Let's see, we've also got, let's go to When My Work Is Done. We go to When My Work Is Done, and you'll see here more exclusive content, things that Adam has put on this website specifically, inspirations behind the songs that he hasn't shared anywhere else. So feel free to start right at his page, start right at that first album, go right to the first song, and you'll have a whole lot of things to look forward to. I'm going to give you another example here. I'm going to go to Lonely Mile. And here in Lonely Mile, you'll see that a newspaper clipping from 2003 has been included in the song biography. You'll also see there's a lot of links to the Gathering videos that you've been watching. 19 minutes into this particular video, if you click, he will talk about the song, and quotes from what he said in these Gathering videos have been collected and put onto the songs. Here, we click on these lyrics, and you can see in one of the Gathering videos, he talks specifically about those lyrics, and what did he say about it? It's been documented. Certainly not all of it, but a lot of it. Let me go to another one here. We've got Life of a Thief, for example. When you go to Life of a Thief, you can learn which TV show inspired this song. You can find out who was the first station to play the song, what some reviewers have said about the song, and just more pieces of interesting trivia. You can also learn about the El Dorado. There's a picture of the El Dorado. So as you've heard these songs and you've heard him talk about certain things, if you come to the site, you click on that lyric and you can see exactly what he's talking about. Now, at the bottom of each song, you'll see Add Comment. This is a great place where if you're not adding specific information about the song, you're not giving facts about the song or quotes that Adam said about the song or other people, this is a great place to share your stories. Hey, this is the first song I ever heard from the band. This is my favorite song from the group, and so on. It's a great place for you to share your information right at the very bottom of the page. And let's see those comments start to stack up. We'd really love to see what you've got to say about the songs. People comment during the Facebook videos, and those are they come and go, but here you can leave a record of what you feel about the song, what the song has meant to you. And you can leave it right there, right along with all of the other information related to that song specifically. I'm going to go back to an album. And here, for example, Hurricane Wind, not only do you have a biography written specifically about the song, the pledge campaign that was run, about the 23 demos that were made for the song, the prizes that people got, the offerings like cookies made by the violin player and an autographed empty bottle of Jameson and a PB&J sandwich. Some of you may remember those specific things if you were involved in that campaign. I certainly do. But you've also got a quote from John Oates, who co-wrote some of these songs, and what he said to Billboard magazine. And if you continue below the bio, we've got things that Adam told the Delaware County Daily Times. We've got something that Adam has shared specifically, exclusively with Genius. You've got a list of the songs that did not make the album cut. And then the ones here with a little caret sign are ones that were co-written with John Oates as well. You can see here that it was not originally going to be called Hurricane Wind. There were some other contenders. And you can just keep digging and digging and digging, and you will find so much information that you could probably waste a whole weekend. And when I say waste, I mean that in the best possible way, because it is not a waste of time. It is actually a lot of fun and very informational. So I'm going to leave it at that. Basically, the goal here was to create a record of every song, every album, its history, anything that's been said about it throughout the years, going back as far as we could. And we wanted to give additional insight into the lyrics. And hopefully we see that comment area underneath each song start to grow with little things that you would like to add to this collection of information, because we'd love to read it. We'd love to see it. Please dig in. Thanks for watching the gatherings, and I'll be watching with you.
Hold on, I have to unmute myself. Oh my God, man! That was now the third time that I've seen that video, and it blows me away. If you all can, you can check. You can look. There are literally thousands of elements of information, thousands of pieces of information you have added to that Genius page. And it is so incredible, man. I love the video and I love all that you've put into it. You get so deeply, I think, how you can contribute to this community, and it just I feel so grateful and thankful.
Well, same right back at you. I feel grateful and thankful that I discovered you, that you're putting out the music that you did back then and still doing now, and you've made this community that I can share this with, because, for a long time it was just notes for myself personally, and as the community has grown and I found a place where I can share it and share it so well and so fully, I know there'll be a lot of other people that appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing other people's comments. The comments in the chat down below already are great, and a lot of them are making me laugh. Someone said, check up on me in April, make sure I'm still okay.
That's what I love, though, about right? I often like to say, right, that music is a living art form, right? And what you've created on the Genius page is also a living art form, right? It can, and one thing I love is that what you have been doing, you've not only been working on it for years, right? But you have incorporated the Gathering series into it, and for the last months, I know you've been finding moments where I'm talking about some song history or some writing history, and you've been referencing that. So, in fact, you gatherers out there that are watching, right? You are already a part of that page because people are going to be wanting to go to those sections that are referencing songs that you were probably watching and commenting on while they were happening. The other thing I love is that the page can continue to evolve with your participation. Mark and I made a decision when he told me what he was doing that we would wait. We would wait to the right time to tell people about it. And over the course of that time, I wanted to personally be able to impact the page and the information. And so and Mark has been so patient, like, and every once in a while I'll like send him a little text and I'm like, oh, what do you want me to write about, man? What do you want to know about? And he'll send back a song or a couple songs. I don't have information about this. I've always wondered about this song. And I'll just spend a little time doing a write-up and trying to share something that I've maybe never shared before. And so we wanted to kind of pepper all of Mark's hard work with a couple little spots from me as well. So and I can't wait to go back and visit and see if you all are there and reading, and it would mean a ton both to Mark and to myself and to community members in the future if you also contribute to the page, even just by commenting. This is what this song means to me. Oh, I have a memory of this song here, and again, this the Genius platform was meant for communities like this to be able to crowdsource and share information about artists that they care about. And Mark, I love so much what you've done. I'm so filled up and inspired by it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for all you do for the communities, for all the writing that you do, for bringing people together, especially this year, bringing people together more than ever. And this is, to me, it's just a small piece of a bigger picture that you've created over the years, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
I told them a little bit about A Simple Complex before you came on to talk with me. Will you do me a favor? I'm gonna play a handful more songs before we finish up the gathering. But will you? I know it ain't usually your style, but will you join the chat community? Will you send them a link to A Simple Complex so they can check out your music too? Because I've been enjoying it for years and years, and I would love that. And
I'll do that. Thanks.
yeah, and I bet some of the folks that are gathering would have would have a bunch of questions for you too, or just want to just kind of virtually shake your hand.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, man, for everything you've been a part of over these years.
You're welcome, and thank you for everything that you've done for us.
Thanks, brother. I'll talk to you later. Wow. I mean, that's so cool. Okay, can you see? The sunset is beginning to happen, okay? I've got a new strategy. Have you noticed I've been using a different camera up till now? That's a little more straightforward and a little more easier to see. But I want to switch. See what's going on? Sunset cam. Hold on, let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it out here. I'm gonna darken it. Yes. How beautiful is that tonight? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've never been able to drink so much at a gathering. There's a 12-minute video. I could put on a jacket. The other thing is my poor guitar has been sitting out in the cold, not being played. I should have been using my time wisely rather than drinking. I should have been tuning my guitar. Gold is for the sun, red takes all the fun, green I come undone, on forever. These are things I know, learn them as I grow, I leave them when I go, on forever. Dazzled by the sets, singed with my regrets, spinning at perfect disarray. This is gonna be sorry. I do not have the gift of seeing black and white, but I'm okay by you tonight. Morning's my surprise, day is my disguise, night I realize, on forever. Sometimes I can't hide when they all collide, and I try to keep my stride, on forever. That's alright, I got it. Wake to breathe my fate, try not to hesitate, know that it is all just in my head, cannot differentiate wrong from right, but I'm okay by you tonight. Beginners evening, middle's melody, the end's too sad to see, on forever. I don't wanna let you down when I'm not around, man, I'm captured by the sound of forever. Taste it as it starts, tangled up in hearts, know that it will never be the same. But when it's feeling good, I want to hold on tight, and I'm okay by you tonight. I'm okay by you tonight. I'm okay by you tonight. I mean, that's impressive, Supergirl. There are so many ways, right, that we can contribute to any community we're a part of, right? That's what inspires me the most about getting to do what I do. I keep learning about different ways that you all decide you want to contribute to the community. And sometimes that contributing is giving back to me, and I appreciate that. But so often those contributions are supporting the community, the other gatherers, right? The fans, the ramblers. And I love that so much. And it just makes me feel so grateful that I get to do what I do every single night. So thanks for that, gatherers. Sorry. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us loneliness. Here's to our heart, the air that we breathe. Here's to good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments past life that won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to work when the working is through. Let us drink one to make. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who are with us. Here is to us, and all that we see is to our hearts, and the air that we breathe is to around good company. Is to the future, is to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, yes, to the drink that we share. Whew. Okay. One more day. And it's the weekend. Game on, people. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you tomorrow night.